Hello again. We are back live for our second XTC game of the day between Team Denmark and Team France. And I am joined as previously uh, by both teams' captains. So hello again, gentlemen.
Are you having sound issues, Andrew? Because I don't hear you anymore. Or is it me?
I don't hear him.
No, Andrew.
Ok.
Ok, on t'entend maintenant, mais...
Ouais. Discord qui a fait n'importe quoi, je pense, comme d'hab.
Ah.
Vous m'entendez bien là?
Oui.
Ok.
Yeah, audio seems better now.
Okay.
Now it's just the language.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
no problem.
No, it's not a problem at all. It was a joke.
There you go.
Okay, so you have the 3 minutes, delay again, so
Yeah.
everything is
Should be fine. Should
set
be
up
fine.
correctly. Yeah. Okay, so are we live in audio right now, or did you pause it?
No, we're live. We're live.
Okay. All right. So should we present the list then?
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
As they are going to. Okay, so I will start this time. So on the right, Pierre's list, Rebel list with Wedge with Crackshot, Janos with Engine Upgrade and Multicrow, Cassian with Crackshot and Leia, and a lone Bandit Squadron pilot, so Initiative 1 Z95. So this list is the list that Pierre took to Worlds 2019 and did pretty good with it. And we'll see if he's still good with that list.
Yeah, and on the left we have Christian playing First Order. So it's Gideon Hask with Agent Tarek's crew for some extra calculate initially and longer term a little bit of long range jam shenanigans. And then 4 I2 SFs, just naked, and a single noble Epsilon Squadron Cadet at I1. And we can already see here that the risk of the jams forcing some early target locks on obstacles.
Yeah, because you never know when. I mean, I guess for Cassian it doesn't matter so much because he will have moved before Gideon can jam him. But for Wedge and for Janos, it is pretty significant.
Yeah. Yeah, and for the record, Pierre took first player, if I remember correctly.
Yes, he had the choice. He had the choice of initiative because his list is 198, I think.
199.
199. So he took first player. I would say in order to use Z95 as blocker, so that the Epsilon Squadron Cadet cannot mess his ships.
Yeah. Yeah, that little C95 can turn out to be quite important.
Yeah.
If you can
Well,
block like the entire string of first order fighters there, then that's a lot of actions lost.
Yeah. Well, he's looking a bit lonely at the moment, but okay. So Cassian is turning in to join him. And then Wedge and Janos are a bit far away right now. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
I wonder
We'll
how
see
much
what's going.
how much sort of long way around they're going to do, but I would expect them to start turning in.
Yeah, it would make sense for Pierre to boost his ships into position, considering they both have the white boost. I think it's likely what will happen. Maybe not with Janos, because she needs to charge Moldy Crow, but I would guess Wedge will probably attempt to boost. Or maybe not,
His
because actually
files are closed.
Yeah. So he can boost. Okay, so he did the boost. Now I'm thinking it's maybe Wedge who's a bit too far ahead from the rest.
Yeah, because he sort of risks blocking Jan's move next turn.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an interesting choice to go with the first order list. The design criteria I gave Christian here was that I wanted something with a side shuttle, so a swarmish thing. He would have liked to have Kylo in there. I think it becomes a little bit, yeah. You don't get enough bodies that way.
Yeah, you can do Malarus, I think 3 TIFOs and Kylo,
Yeah.
but it becomes a bit difficult. The swarm side of the list is a bit weaker than you may like. So
Yeah, absolutely. And so we also back and forth between Malarus and Gideon, and with or without Terex. The way I've myself flown this list is with Gideon and then 5 SFs. But he decided to drop one to a normal FO to fit in the Terex crew.
well, Terex can really change Chef can have pretty insane time on target, so if your opponent is jammed, then he doesn't defend just as well. Even against the 2 dice, it can be very significant.
Yeah, absolutely. And the initial punch sort of Terex of sort of having 3 rounds of giving out a free calculator is also not unimportant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Christian is deliberately slowing his back.
Okay, so that's interesting. So he's spreading out his ties so that the Zit cannot block everybody, which I think is not a bad choice. And then Pierre keeps on trekking forward. Oh, coordinate. That's not something he does often. So yeah, so he's coordinating a focus on Wedge. And I guess they are talking about is he doing the boost? I guess. But no, he's not doing the boost.
Do you really want Cassian stress in that position? Guess you're expecting to 1 bank left next turn.
Well, I would imagine at least the Epsilon Cadet will be, if you 1 bank, at least you see the Epsilon Cadet. But indeed, it's a bit it's a bit of a risky choice.
Yeah, because it could easily be, that next turn is a turn where you could decide to pub layer. It's only really Cassian that would gain a lot from it, but
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so wedge is going in. So now we can either take a target lock or maybe a barrel roll wouldn't be so bad in this situation because you can then hide wedge behind the.
but
Well, it's a target lock.
using violence. I think it
Yeah.
is a little weird in TTS that when you do these target locks that you actually get to see, okay, will this shot be obstructed and
Well,
all that.
yeah, that is because technically you are not allowed to check that in real X-wing because you can only check the distance. You do not check the arc or the.
Yeah. But on the other hand, I guess target lock measures from the base and not from the actual arc standpoint, so it might actually fool you sometimes.
Yeah.
Not in this case, obviously, but
I had a game like
that
2 days ago, and I was checking for locks. I got one, and then when I put my arc, it said no valid targets because it was measuring from the base the first time and from the the arc indicator on the second one.
yeah. Okay, so Genor's powers
yes.
up a shot.
So he wants early punch, and so that's 4 versus 1. Yeah, that's a pretty good attack coming in. So let's see if the dice follows.
4 versus 1.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
Do you want to spend that defensive token? You're taking 2 in return.
I guess he will reroll.
Yeah, I think that's, and then it's a later you problem.
On the other hand, if he's keeping the lock for next round, yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
probably the
and that-
sensible choice.
and that-
So now he can choose to spend, but no.
Okay, that's points.
First shot. Points scored.
All what is
That's
it? Yeah, all
that's
16
fast.
points of that. It feels
That's
so unrewarding to play against this.
Yeah.
It's
TSF
just
are
like
so,
I did 3 damage and you gave me 16 points.
yeah, TSF are so good for that. I really like the TSF chassis, and I think the only reason you don't see it more is because so many lists at I3 can just murder them.
Oh, this can be dangerous.
Ooh. Well, he has to spend the focus, but I guess.
think yeah, he doesn't have a shot, so
Yeah, I guess it's not a very big sacrifice.
Fear the bandit shot. Ooh, fear it.
yeah. I mean, we know how it is, but like a bandit in a list like this, it's either going to be the MVP or it's going to be completely irrelevant.
Yeah, and I've seen the bandit in this specific list. I've seen it. I've seen him do some pretty terrible things. Yeah, and especially if he has a shot on green. I can imagine so many bad things.
Okay.
Alright, so Wedge evading 2 hits there.
Yeah, happy for keeping that calculate. Oh, and look, range 3. Wedge had range 2.
Oh.
Haha.
Bungle.
Oh, and double
no.
It's
two blanks.
the curse.
Well.
The curse.
Yeah. Let's see. Hit crit, no evades. FF goes up.
Who knows? No. No, it's not. That will not happen today. Not now. and he's safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the next rounds are going to be very interesting because the Thai SF can either go in and block Wedge, or they can just charge on Cassian. There's really a lot of options, and similarly, the Z95 can either try to block the Thai FO, or he can try to block the two Thai SF, green and yellow, coming between the clouds. So there are a lot of options on both ends. I'm not sure which is the best.
No, and what do you do with Wedge here? Are you disengaging? Can you afford to disengage?
Yeah, it's tough. I think Wedge can afford to do one straight because if he bumps green, then so there's two situations. First, maybe the Z can protect Wedge from bumping. I don't think I don't think the distance match, but maybe it's something he can think about. And then if Wedge bumps on green, then he will probably be protected by the cloud from Red's attack. And it's only really yellow and Gideon that can damage him. So I guess there's not much risk for Pierre to just keep going forward in this situation.
I think the biggest issue here is the fact that Cassian can just one straight.
Yeah, that's the
Really
thing. Yeah.
like to one straight.
Yeah, because you have the bullseye perfectly lined up for the crack shot and you cannot one straight. So
Yeah.
it's a bit sad. So maybe you will pop player and do a zero stop. I mean, it only postpones the problem. So I'm not sure you want to do that in this
Yeah,
situation.
choosing between going zero white or blue one bank, I think you might as well do the one bank right now because next turn you're not you probably are not able to just fit the maneuver right.
Yeah, there's that as well. Yeah, currently the one bank cannot be blocked, so next round he can be in a good position to rotate.
Yeah, yeah, and use Leia.
Yeah,
But it would also be really nice to get Kyle's Jan Orris close enough to the fight that Jan Orris can also benefit from the zero stop next turn.
well, I imagine Janos is going to do one bank and boost straight, probably, so that she can be closer and.
Yeah, but she really doesn't want to get stressed.
Yeah, but yeah, she has engine upgrade, so she won't get stressed.
Oh, she has engine upgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, he's loving engine upgrade on the hook.
Yeah, and it's actually super good when you already have the tokens from Molly Crow. So I really like that build.
What I'm seeing right now is if Wedge chooses to still go straight this turn, and next turn we see a Leia pop out, Christian has to be really aware of where can the 4K of Wedge end, because if he can't block, I mean, he doesn't have to block it now, it's irrelevant, but if he positions his ships so that the 4K is able to go next turn, could be in danger, because even though the SF have the back arc, they it will be still a white 4K, and I mean Terex is probably the one that can block the ship. I mean, has more chance to block Wedge, right?
Yeah, or the SF that Christian bumped.
Yeah, the red one, yeah.
Who can sort of go in and say, okay, I'm just gonna stay here and cover the rear, and do any of these blocks. But I mean, the two, the blue and the FO. If they hard turn around that cloud, they're going to be straight in Cassian's bullseye.
Also, apparently there are some issues, maybe sound issues. Okay, so they stopped the clock, but now they started it again. Okay, so Ron is started and no Leia. So the ZIL is just going to block the FO and blue.
Yeah, and he's probably
Makes
gonna
sense.
end up blocking both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that's 2 ships without actions, which is good for Pierre.
Yeah. One of them
Ooh.
he can give like probably gonna give the blue a calculate.
Yeah.
From Terex.
Yeah, because would the one bank from Cassian, would it line up bullseye on blue? Maybe.
Oh.
That would be
that is a very dangerous place to be here, where he is right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would sort of favor the barrel to the left.
Yeah, so you want to make sure you actually block wedge, which is reasonable. And yeah, you cannot keep green like in wedge side.
Another bump.
Oh.
Oh, that was unfortunate. That is 3 of 5 ties without action, and there's a risk that that we're also going to see a bump out of Gideon. No.
All right, but Gideon looks like is in a good position to block wedge 4K next round if Pierre did indeed the one straight.
Yeah.
Which we will know shortly.
So are you gonna take an action? Yeah, he's just gonna take a focus himself. And then he can wait and see where wedge is going before he chooses who gets the calculate.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, now there's not room for the boost.
Yeah. Yeah, but Janos could just take target lock on green. Was no. Oh. Yeah, or she could take a focus, but I don't think it's the right decision. Situation.
Yeah.
Well.
I talked to Rona about it after our last game. It's like, you really don't want 3 focuses on these. Hello, wedge.
That's unfortunate. That's unexpected. Not necessarily unfortunate, but unexpected for sure.
It's good news for green.
Yeah, green is.
I mean, he can still die from Jan, but
I think he wants to kill the Epsilon because Wedge will. Yeah, he wants to kill the Epsilon this round with Wedge and Cassian's.
yeah, 2 bullseyes lined up.
Yeah. Epsilon is dead, unless the dice decide otherwise. But Wedge is going to take a lot of fire as well, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. But I mean, it's still a free agility ship, so.
Yeah, but he rolls 2 with Wedge ability, and then Wedge will roll 5 with Janos, so.
Oh yeah.
With the crack shot, is like a 1 agility ship actually. It all depends in if Pierre rolls blanks or not actually.
Okay.
Like this. Like this.
Yeah, but are you really gonna spend the focus? No, I didn't think so.
No way. Why don't you spend the crack shot?
Yeah, I think he should, because he might not have a second chance for that. Yeah. So that's the shield. I think Cassian is just out of range 1 on it. It's very close. Nah, I don't think it's close.
They flip the wrong charge for
Yeah,
shot.
Just noticed it, yeah.
Okay, so this is Januars into the green, I assume?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Could have been green
So green
dying.
is on 1. Right. Yeah. Green is on 1. Wedge is obstructed from Gideon's attack. That must be very close. I wouldn't have guessed.
No, I think the vital thing here is. Oh, yeah, okay. It was a good choice to take that focus down there.
So that's 3. And Wedge is just going to use the cloud.
Yeah, just evade all of it.
So now it's Cassian
Cassian.
shooting into Epsilon. So let's see if Crackshot works again. Ooh,
Oh wow.
very strong roll.
That seems good.
Ooh.
And that's a dead Epsilon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he cracks.
Yeah, but I think you do in this this situation, definitely. But that's still 2 Crackshots on the ship that was the least points, so still
Yeah.
that could have gone on another ship.
Yeah, but it's a body off the board, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, which is
makes
pretty
it
good.
a bit more manageable.
Yeah.
And now it's 4 to 5 ships, right? So where do we start? Yeah.
Yeah, Wedge is going to take a lot of fire. And he's got no focus left? Or no?
Yeah, he's got the focus.
He still got the focus.
Okay, that's the shields.
Yeah.
Christian would really have liked to put a damage card in here.
Yeah, that would be half Wedge and a chance for him to die from Red's attack. Yeah, definitely.
Well, he's not. Technically he still has that chance because Red is range 1.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gideon wouldn't trigger. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't add the 4th dice with Gideon. He can only go up to 3.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Ooh. 2 eyes from Wedge, so that's 2 damage.
Yeah. And now next turn, if Wedge is in any arc, it's going to be a 3 dice arc.
Yeah. So now it's a blue. Oh, green and blue. Green and blue.
Green and blue. Guess you take blue first.
Yeah. So you shoot at the heroic.
He has Red unobstructed.
Oh.
He's not seeing it. He's not seeing it.
Oh no.
He could have put 3 dice into Wedge there.
Oh, that's so sad. I mean, when I look at when I zoom into the map, it's really not obvious. That's something you can miss very easily.
Yeah.
In the heat of the moment.
Okay, so he traded an FO and 2 damage for 4 damage on Wedge. I guess that's an...
Well, there's still the heroic Z95.
Oh, he's not done yet.
Yeah.
You have a weird echo now.
Oh, I have an echo?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Well, it's not an echo, it's more like like you're in a big room with echo.
Does it change anything like this? Or because it's maybe where the position of my mic. I don't know.
Oh god.
Oh, it seems like it did. Oh, well. That isn't bad.
That's just the shield. It's fine.
All of the net is.
There you go.
Yeah. So now you have, for FO, you have a couple of options here. And one option that I actually think looks a little bit attractive is to just make a welcome party for Janors.
Yeah.
And then, because you will probably still have the option of using your rear arc to shoot at wedge
True. Yeah.
or Cassian, or I suppose Cassian is gonna. Are they gonna layer this turn?
I think it should be the turn to Leia, because the Z95 is probably just going to do the free K turn.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to do that with and Cassian is actually not so badly positioned. It's more, where do you put wedge in all this?
3 Talon? Is 3 Talon something relevant?
Free turn to the right,
Yeah.
or even 4K.
For the problem of the 4K is that you go on the cloud, right? So you might be stressed. No, not stressed, obviously, but strained.
Strained. Yeah. Yeah, and you lose your action.
And yeah,
But you probably lose your action. Oh yeah, you could free turn to the left. But I'm not sure. You're not getting good shots over there, but you're probably getting shot.
or you could Talon to the right, which puts you behind everything, but still in arcs maybe of some SF. Assuming Gideon is going to move, which I believe is the case.
Yeah, I think Gideon can actually, like, if he makes room for it, he can one straight and not even hit the cloud.
That would be amazing. Great piloting skills.
Maybe he has to two straight, but he can straight and not hit the cloud at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking one straight is maybe a bit ambitious.
No, but if you look at the yellow one, right, for the range.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at exactly.
then take the difference there and move back.
Mm-hmm.
It's very close.
Yeah, it's very close. Maybe the nubs would hit.
Yeah, probably.
That's a case of nubs hitting the two. Definitely.
But if you do layer, do you also just stop with Jan Oris and say, if you want to fight me, it's going to be at range?
I think it would make sense to stop with Janos, because where is Green going to go to escape Janos in this situation? Because Cassian will remove Janos' stress.
Yeah.
So if she does a stop and Green is still in her arc, that's a target lock going on Green, and Green is probably in a very bad shape.
Yeah. I mean, Green is probably dead.
There you go, Leia.
Okay. Then we got
Yeah.
the expected free K.
And now, where is everybody going?
Oh, block. I mean, as I'm assuming he's blocking the 3 Talon from Wedge, or the 3 turn. Oh, he thinks Wedge is going to the left, I believe.
Maybe Wedge did a 4K turn. We'll see.
Oh, that's
scary. That's scary.
There is nowhere for Gideon here.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, but I was kind of stupid because Gideon couldn't fit A1 straight, right? Because Wedge would be on the way. So that was.
Oh, I don't know. It was a pointless discussion to begin.
That was irrelevant.
So this is crazy.
Oh.
Coordinating Wedge.
Wow.
But I think if he did a 4K, it will bump the seed, and I hope he didn't do the 4K.
Yeah.
Because it will be very sad.
And if he did maybe he free talent to the right. I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, Gideon stopped. Oh, Gideon
Gideon
stopped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Janor stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, but that actually means now Green's shot from Janor's is obstructed. I mean,
Yeah.
Cassian can probably kill her, but it'll kill him. But
So he's taking unobstructed shots. And now Wedge. Where did you go with
Wedge
Wedge?
might actually only take one shot here.
Oh no! It's a fail.
I mean, he's not
Yeah,
stressed. That's the good point.
Yeah, he's not stressed indeed, but still you needed the shot from Wedge, and you're not sure Wedge is going to survive the next.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like on a bad roll, Wedge is going to die from blue, and
yeah, that's the
Yes.
free arcs on him.
yeah,
And
well,
they
some of
can,
them are
they, can,
obstructed. But
they can all go up to 3 dice if they take a strain.
that is true. That is
Hmm.
true.
So do you shoot at green here to ensure that that's a kill? Or do you start going into yellow?
I think with the odds, you should shoot at green, because if you kill green, it's just so much better. But then you should have checked for that when taking the target lock.
Yeah, right.
Well,
And
it
then-
will be
and then-
useful
and
for
then-
later. But
Then Cassian can go into blue instead.
Yeah.
Tries to get his token off.
Did he forget to
Oh,
Terex something?
He forgot Terex.
Mm.
oh,
I hate this because it's like technically that is not something you can forget.
yeah, there's
Because you
some.
gotta acknowledge all the triggers.
So yeah, what's a good
I mean, if we gotta do something, we have to do it now.
yeah.
Yeah, the problem is we should be calling some judge because we don't have the right to interfere
Yeah,
with the game. So
true.
I'll just.
Yeah.
They just have to play.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
is he shooting at here? Was that into Cassian? Oh, he gets a shield through the cloud.
That is amazing.
Oh,
Should I
so
be?
Gideon and Cassian gets the shield. Yeah.
Do you want me to call a judge or something?
No, it's too late now. We don't want to have to do all the rollback.
Yeah.
Christian just
Okay.
has to learn to remember his triggers. I'm fine with this.
Well, that is
That
a
is
guaranteed.
that is a lot of focuses when you don't have a focus token.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
no.
Here comes the greens. Yeah, so Cassian power was powered by Janor's there because Wedge is not a relevant fact for now. Okay, so now comes all the
Yeah. So
SFs.
I mean,
I would start with blue.
yeah, definitely. Because he's the one that has the most chance to kill Wedge, and if it does, you can put the other shot somewhere else.
Oof.
Why now he forgot Malorus.
Yeah.
Oh, he can. Oh no, that's not when you roll dice. That's when you. That's after. Yeah.
Yeah. You see attacker.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Ooh,
So that
so
is
that's...
at least a crit.
Oh ho.
Oh.
Just a crit, which is lucky.
Oh, that's
But
a direct.
Direct. So he's dead.
Okay. So where's the score now?
57 to 41 for Christian.
Yeah. Okay. He had nothing. That is a bit unfortunate. Then you shoot at the C obstructed. You might as well shoot at Janor's obstructed then. At least it's only a rock. No? He's choosing the C?
So, wait. Okay, so it does nothing. And now that's going into Janus. So that's one.
Yeah, it's
And
unlikely.
Janus does 2 evade. Okay, so now can the Z95 pull off some stupid trick?
I think you shoot it green.
Obstructed is...
It's not obstructed.
The,
Oh, it is.
it is obstructed on green. It's a big risk.
What does the blue lines indicate here?
The red SF.
Yeah, it's the blue line was on the red.
Oh,
Okay, so he's shooting at blue.
Hey,
hey.
decent
He's on
shot.
fire.
Yeah, because blue was strained.
Yeah.
Takes one.
So he's paying a shield for what he did to Wedge. Now they need to remember to remove the strain.
Okay. Well, what really did it is the 4K into the bump. Because Wedge cannot take actions, and so he cannot save himself from. Well, I mean, it was a direct from 3 dice, so he would have taken it anyway. But he didn't get that final shot from Wedge, which could be significant.
Yeah, it could have done a lot of damage to Gideon.
Yeah.
Just pumping range 1 into 1 green with no tokens. But the turn we're coming into now is a bit tricky for the first order. I mean, they had a good turn now. And they can absolutely capitalize on preying on Cassian because we know he's going forward. Right?
Yeah.
So they can, all 3 of those can get out of arc. Well, we don't know he's going forward, but if he wants action, he's going forward. So all those 3 can get out of arc and shoot him probably range 1 from the rear. And it doesn't. Cassian is, as far as a Gideon Swarm concerned, he's the most tasty target because he only has those. You only need, like, when he's at half, you still have like 4 health where you can get your ability off.
Yeah, so that's probably, and then he carries Leia, so he's probably the next target for sure.
Yeah, but the problem is that how do you do that while still being in range of Gideon?
Oh yes, because Gideon is range 0 to 2, right?
Yeah. So that probably entails banking Gideon over the cloud. Which might be okay. Perhaps even use him to block Cassian.
Well, Gideon cannot block Cassian because he's moving after him.
Oh, true.
Actually, I'm thinking Pierre might keep Cassian stressed and do hard 2 towards yellow, because going straight is basically losing Cassian in this situation. So maybe you want to put some distance and block Gideon.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, to at least sort of get out of range 1 with Cassian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if he gets a shot at yellows, and with Janus, it could be. I mean, as long as Janus is still there, there's still a lot of firepower that can come out of the list. So there's still some things he can do, even though losing Wedge in such a way was very...
Yeah, absolutely. It's not over. I mean, we also have the blue has 4 hull left. We have one that is one has 1 health left from death, right? So that you are like 2 ships where there are points and just 1 more damage, and then there's 2 full and Gideon. So, and Janors is a very, very evil person.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the sea is in a great position. Sort of.
Yep.
Well, that's the thing. What do you do about the seed? Do you just ignore it even though he's putting crits everywhere. Like, what do you do exactly?
Okay, that was a bit further than I expected.
Ooh, okay. So what is red doing then?
Oh,
He
so you
needs
want
more than-
focus? Yeah, so maybe the Zid will
Ouch.
kill
Mhm.
will kill green. Alright, so that's sensible. You want to block Janos. Okay, and then Cassian bumps into green.
Okay, so there's at least one shot that's not killing green.
Yeah.
Which means that green gets to shoot. Unless unless Janos has something really weird up his sleeve.
But maybe Janos did 4 straight, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 straight.
Yeah. Okay, so Gideon could
But
could eat some real firepower.
Yeah, but Jan can't use her ability on herself, can she?
No,
No,
she
no,
cannot.
no. But she could like boost the Z to shoot
Yeah.
Gideon.
Gideon could look at 8 times this round.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right.
But then he still get all of the shots from
So-
InstaSF.
So Gideon took the focus himself.
Yeah. Oh.
Or the calculate.
So wait, he has a target lock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but then there's one Janos target lock too many out there.
Yeah.
Yellow is...
True.
Okay, so that's the shields on Gideon.
Mm-hmm. So let us mark this. 2 shields out. Cassian with the support of...
Okay, so Gideon is shooting at Cassian.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Very good shot,
And-
and he spends the calculate here.
So
Need
this
at
could
least-
be all the shields.
Yeah. Need 1 evade to avoid the crit. Ah, doesn't get it.
Oof.
Okay, so now Gideon is live, but it won't matter this turn because all the shots are range 1 already.
Yeah.
That's really hard on Cassian, even from long range.
Yeah, absolutely. So Cassian is shooting into red,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not using Janos on Cassian.
Yes, he is. He's got 4.
So
Oh no,
yeah.
you're right. He's not. So
Now he's range 1.
he keeps for
So that's
what is it?
yeah for the Zid. So that's 1 on red. And now all of the SF can shoot. So that will be
Starting with yellow. So
Oh, you don't have Cassian.
no. But that's okay.
yeah. You can start on Janos.
It's not optimal. Actually, that shot would be really good on Cassian. But I guess
Oh,
it's an okay shot on Janos as well.
Yeah. So Janos is going to lose shields.
Ouch.
So 1 more damage, and then those SFs becomes very dangerous to her as well. Then I think you take that one. Yeah, that could have been a dangerous shot if
Yeah, because it would have been
blank completely, but that was unlikely. To
wow.
begin with, so
Oh, that
no
is.
problem.
Wait. There are still two shots.
Yeah.
Shooting at Cassian.
Keep pounding into Cassian.
It's 2. Cassian does 1 evade, so 1 card.
What did Cassian can actually be.
But it cuts off some of the option to hide behind the cloud, for sure.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Wait, yeah, red doesn't have the focus,
Oh
so
no.
that's only one.
Better, better.
And Cassian evades.
Okay.
Okay, now comes the
No.
heroic headhunter.
Yeah.
Will he
So
be
he wants-
our AP5?
Yeah, I think you want to kill green, definitely, in this situation.
Right.
That's if,
You-
if it doesn't happen, there's no way out.
Boosting the shot. Yeah, you need it. You need to take guns.
There
off the
you
table.
go.
Yeah.
And it's out. Doesn't even matter. Okay, hit it, crit, and he was at 1 hole. So
Oh, he should. No, he should. He didn't
it
shoot.
got got half on Cassian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So there is 88 for first order to 57 for revolts.
yeah, it's still close, and they have plenty of time left.
Yeah.
So this could go all the way to resolution.
Yeah, so now it's still is a little bit of a difficult round for Pierre because now the seed is not in the best position anymore because he cannot clear
There's
red.
not any really good places to go for that C95.
Yeah. And then Janos, what do you do with Janos? Do you just boost her to safety? Or I guess you would need to put Janos behind the cloud, probably. Probably want to do some fast straight maneuvers, so you can either shoot the turret at Gideon, or maybe boost into range of red. Probably.
I think also Cassian. Do you just zero stop and accept that you're losing agility and turn and then target whatever SF is closest and go down?
I mean, Cassian could just go straight because it would clear the asteroid and basically chase red and try to get away from blue and yellow. Because right now the issue is blue and yellow are going out of the fight, so if he wants to reset the engagement a little bit, it's probably the right time to do it. And it will also, if Cassian doesn't die this round, it would give him one last Leia turn where Cassian could rotate and possibly do some damage.
Yeah.
It depends on if Gideon, like if with Gideon, if Chris is stopping or is going too hard to chase Cassian. What option will he think Pierre will do, basically? The problem here is the Z95. What's he doing with the Z95? Oh, so Gideon is going to start throwing around long range jam. Nice.
Okay, so Gideon would like an action this turn. That would be
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, so this was a 2-1 straight.
Now Cassian cannot clear. Yeah, the boss did one straight between the Z and red. So then he's preparing the follow-ups with yellow.
Taking a target lock for later. Blue is perfectly happy being at long range.
Yeah.
Because now range 1 is actually not attractive for the SFs. Because there they don't get Gideon's ability. Okay, and Cassian is going fast. Just
Yeah.
gonna get out of there.
Yeah, so that's a perfectly good place to do a stop next round.
Mhm.
And and Gideon stopped because he thought he would bump Cassian. And Janos bumps into. That's not the best. That's the best.
Gideon should be rolling for that cloud. Oh, he did. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
But he should.
You
But
are
yeah,
right.
I don't know what.
I
I
will
don't
do
know
it.
what to say.
That's the kind of thing that we can actually.
Oh,
Because
that's...
it's like you cannot miss.
Yeah, the cloud, yeah.
No, but you can't miss any triggers. I mean, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
to
but
be honest. But I mean, I'm not gonna argue that we shouldn't follow through.
yeah.
But I mean, for all I know, Christian was very calculated when he chose not to use
Hmm.
Gideon before. But you're right; it is a little bit more like clear. Oh. You're not getting anything through on Cassian from here.
Oh yes, there's the obstruction.
So I think you
So
should.
do you shoot
Jan
Janos?
only lost the shield, so there you don't have the extra die. I think you probably shoot her anyway. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Turns out it's fine. I mean, at least you're probably taking away the focus token. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now the Moldy Crow Bank is bankrupt. Little joke there. And then we have a ranged one into Cassian. That can really hurt.
Ooh.
Hit crit, that can kill him, but it's not gonna. It's
Wow.
gonna do nothing.
Not even close.
As it turns out.
Okay. So now it's only the Z95.
Yeah, so Janors maybe?
Oh yes, you forgot to remove the shield from Cassian. Yeah, and that's going into Gideon for sure.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh. That is.
That's a swing. That's a swing actually.
Yeah. 97 to 88 at the end of this round.
Okay. That's not gonna be the last point though.
Yeah, still there's still way game is still up in the air.
Yeah. But blue is in a rough place. I mean,
Yeah, so
technically blue is fine, but I mean,
how do you come back? That's the thing with the TSF is, so I played them a lot last year, and the thing with TSF is at some point you have to think about how you turn back into the fight. Like it's very tempting to keep going forward and taking the focus, but you have to think about turning around because otherwise the turn that you do turn around and your ship is completely gone, and that's a rough place to be in.
and now we have Leia, right? So no matter where red goes, he's probably taking a range one shot from Cassian.
Well, he could go for the bump on Cassian, and then he's not getting shot.
Yeah.
That would be the way out of it. But then maybe the Z95 will keep doing the free K turn and keep shooting at shooting at the
The
ISS.
3K does look really good on the C95.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna get yellow, like range one right behind it. But the 3K could also very easily block Gideon.
Yeah, absolutely.
What he's up to. Which is probably a one bank.
Yeah, I think Gideon here is probably going to want to get away and start throwing jams or calculates using the actions of T-Rex, probably. I mean, I don't think you can get that many shots out of the shuttle in this situation.
No. I don't like that red. What are we rolling for here?
For T-Rex.
So Turks, yeah.
Oh,
That's
so we gotta calculate. Well, could have taken the 50-50 and just too hard him.
Okay, so Leia popped out, as you could imagine. There you go.
Oh, so the Zid is actually going to fight with the dice instead of just blocking Gideon.
Yeah,
He's taking
but
them.
I think he wants to block Gideon.
Yeah.
Still.
Not a bad choice actually, because he won't be able to pass out the calculates or the possible jam that he could have had at the beginning of the turn.
Okay, so going for the bump on Cassian, which is a really smart move, because that way Cassian doesn't shoot at him.
Yeah, but no. Cassian's just gonna shoot at Gideon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is probably the right choice anyway. So I think there's a good chance that this is the last turn on Gideon, and Cassian gets a really cheap turnaround here because he's probably not taking any shots.
Yeah.
Let's see what's on his style. I mean, he could have two hearted.
But it's blocked.
Oh, he did two hard. Okay.
Yeah,
I
he
actually
tries
think
the two hand.
two hard was a super good move here. But it was also blocked.
And then Janos is doing zero stop, which
Yeah.
which is terrible for Gideon actually.
Yeah.
Because now yeah.
Gideon is dead.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, Norris is probably also taking two shots.
Yeah, so there's probably some point shenanigans that will happen in this round.
Yeah.
Because it depends on the halves.
Ooh.
Depends on the halves, and oh, that's a good shot.
Definitely a crit going through, and it's dead. Yep.
Two crits.
For the death. Rip Gideon Hask.
Yeah.
Oh, fuel leak. Well, you never know. Better put 3.
We never know.
Stunned, and another one. Okay.
Alright. So now it's Cassian's turn to shoot, but he probably doesn't see anybody.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh!
Oh.
You can just tap.
That is
Not as good as it might sound, actually.
yeah, because he can take maybe Cassian can take more damage, and on a bad crit, it can kill Cassian as well.
Yeah, because he's got
how
one
much health
less.
he's got?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, he has 3 health left.
Yeah.
And one less agility, right? Because of the closed
Yes,
wings.
absolutely.
Okay.
So that would be 2 versus. It would be 2 versus 2.
2v2, yeah.
Oh, that is good.
So do you spend the focus here? Do you spend it?
There is a little.
doesn't.
There is a little possibility that, as we saw earlier, yellow could not have a shot at Cassian back, because we measured from Cassian arc to base of yellow, but maybe arc of yellow won't go as far. I don't know. I mean, this is getting tricky.
Yeah, that would be very unfortunate. I would guess yellow can shoot Cassian back here.
Yeah.
But
I think what do you do here? I mean, do you just shoot at Januars? How do you strip the token off that C? I mean, you got to start working on it at some point.
Well, I mean, there's 10 minutes left in the game, so if you start working on the Z, you better try to kill it, because otherwise it's like working for 10 points.
Yeah.
And
True.
I think I would chase Janos in this situation,
Yeah,
because
let's just
yellow can
get
probably...
the math for this obstructed attack without, yeah, 1 crit. I mean, there's no way
Yeah,
he
but
can take damage.
yeah, but I mean, there will be one last round after this, so it's
Yeah.
possible that, I mean, at least you strip the focus, and then if yellow can do a bit of damage, then you can take Janos.
So range 2 into Jan, or range 3 into Cassian.
Yeah, that's a difficult.
Focus.
That's a
I
difficult
think
choice.
you shoot at Jan because there's points there. She's one
Yeah.
away from half. Actually, if you get that through, then you're
She evades.
you don't. But I mean, so he needs. Oh, you know what? Actually, Cassian is Cassian the right choice? 12, 19. No. Okay, so if he had shot Janors to half, he would have been 2 points away from equal. And if he killed Cassian dead, he's 1 point away from
Oh
equal.
man.
So he sort of has to do both, or one of them and the C, without losing anything. So I think Pierre is in a really good position here when you take that into account, that his lead is just big enough.
Yeah, so he has 3 shots to take 2 halves, which it's not like,
No, but
it's not impossible, but it's probably pretty difficult.
yeah, the good news is that he has to do those, and then he has to not lose more than he can lose half a an SF. But now Leia's down, so now at least we know what's sort of a little bit about what's happening.
Yeah. So what I'm wondering here is, do you still stop with Cassian? Like, do you stop again?
You stop, and then you
rotate towards red, probably.
Rotate to kill red, and you make sure that Janors is there to give you an extra die, and then you.
Yeah, but you have no action on that turn, so. Unless Janors can just boost and get arc or something and help Castian. I mean, that's also possible, but like, I think, like, if Janors does one bank to the left and then boost to the right, maybe she can catch up on red. But that's a difficult plan, I think.
I'm not really even sure where do you go with red.
Yeah, I think I would with red. I would want to protect myself from Janors, and I would probably hard turn to the right, because that way there's no way Janors can point that big multi-crow arc without getting through the cloud, which I guess is not a very big cost for Pierre because she's got the focus from multi-crow. Yeah, that's difficult
over there because he knows, okay, that's going to be an SF over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he goes straight because there's probably going to be both a Jan and the sloop. I kind of like it. I would also consider just flying, just doing like a 2 straight, just over the base, because that's probably the only place where. Oh, yellow also has a target lock on down there. Okay, but okay.
Well, he wants to take yellow, basically.
Yeah.
So it depends on.
And if Janors one banks, then that is a really good, nice plan. Oh.
That's a 2 bank.
Yeah. I mean, he still has a shot outside.
So yeah, you probably want the focus to defend because Janors is worth a fat stack of points. And there's a decent shot at killing yellow, I guess, considering the Janors die.
Yeah.
Depends if Cassian roll blanks, basically.
You actually have a pretty good chance of taking half points on both yellow and blue. And then we are back to the same situation where even if he kills Cassian and halves Janors, then it's not enough.
Yeah.
If you can get 2 halves more. That's
Ooh,
not a great
that,
shot.
yeah, that's a bad roll from Janos. You have to spend because you need to try, but
okay. A little bit of luck when he needs it for Christian there. I'm not sure it's gonna prevent it, but at least maybe yellow can survive.
yeah.
Maybe.
So yellow is on 4, so he would need full hits and then to do 1 blank. Oh.
You sort of
Yeah,
like that.
I called it. Sorry.
Wow, that's a good start.
Wow.
Yeah. So
So
now
you need
now
full
Christian
pens.
needs all paints.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
basically Janos. What Janos is doing, basically.
yeah. Okay. I
Yes.
mean, it's not impossible. But now he needs to kill both Jan and Cassian, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's getting difficult because he's losing a shot on this round.
So.
Oh no.
No. Yeah. Nada. And blue.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean,
blue is still in a really real risk of getting halved by the sea.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that doesn't matter as much.
Ooh.
Okay, hit crit. Who did he shoot at?
Cassian.
Shot at Cassian.
That
And
will be a
Cassian
crit.
evades 1. And it is disable power regulator. So ion when engaging. Which won't matter because there's no way they can fit.
That's not enough rounds left.
Yeah. And now the seed is going to shoot at blue.
Yeah.
What? Why are they pinging red?
Oh yeah, the
red
stress from
wasn't
those.
stress. So just 1. And easily evaded.
So I think blue needs to 3 bank in.
Yeah, because that way you have a shot at bumping Janos. I think Janos is the shot you don't want to take.
Yeah, or I mean Cassian could also 2-turn. And the 2 banks, I guess, are blue on the SFs, so that seems like a good move for your bottom guy.
Yeah, for red it looks like the smart move indeed. I wasn't sure about the slope because I didn't think they would fit another round, but actually taking the slope there is very significant. So yeah, you want to bank here, definitely.
Yeah. So is the points updated? It's 152 to 88.
Yep, that's all wedge, half Cassian, and
So he needs 64 to equal.
yeah. So that's more than boss half actually, or is it?
It's Jan plus 5 points. So Jan plus any half, or
Yeah.
half on Jan is 30, and then there's 30. That's 60. That's not enough. Yeah. So you need to kill Janors no matter which way you do this. But if you kill Janors, and then you need to either kill Cassian or take half on the bandit without losing further points. If you are losing like half on blue, which is likely, then you need to kill both Janors and Yeah, I don't think that bandit's gonna get a shot.
Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, so the free bank was a good option. And oh,
No.
yeah, that wasn't the good thing to
Oh,
do.
but he did a free bank
He
anyway.
did
Why did
a
he?
free bank.
He did a free bank, so he didn't want an action apparently.
Oh, Cassian is just running away.
Yeah. So Cassian is a 2-hull. Guess
Yeah.
theoretically red can kill him. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
not very likely. But,
yeah, absolutely. It's just.
But it actually means that if Janor's bumps blue, then it is over. Yeah.
Oh.
There's no way, unless blue has Arc and Cassian, but I don't think he does. Oh wait.
Blue has arc on the seed, so he could kill Janos and have the seed.
Yeah.
And there's no way Pierre score more points. So
Okay.
who knows?
Yeah. So half on the sea.
That's a good start.
That's a good start. So that is one blank, and then that is there. Okay.
Right, and then the Hail Mary.
That's 11. So now he needs 53. So now he needs to kill Janors in one shot.
Yeah.
So he needs to roll 3 naturals.
And Pierre needs to roll 2 blanks.
And she needs to roll 2 blanks.
Or any
So
combination.
odds are not
Yeah,
great.
any combination of directed would do as well.
Yeah, okay. I guess a crit would increase your chances.
Ooh,
That's not gonna work.
yeah, that's not going to work. Oh, but the
But the
2
blanks
blanks
were there.
Yeah, the 2 blanks were there.
And at least
Ooh.
Christian clawed
Yeah.
home on the penalty. Yeah.
Well,
A good final turn by Pierre. I think it was close. I think it was probably decided 2 or 3 turns ago, but
yeah, but I'm trying to rewind and understand where I think it was a force trade from Cassian probably who started to put Pierre back into the game. I guess.
yeah, that was a
Because-
very good move, and I also think that what Christian probably underestimated, though he knew sort of in the head, but didn't feel, was that with Jan Ors on the table,
Yeah, and
any shot can turn the game because there's one extra red in there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's basically demonstration of what Janos does to list, I think. But I have to say, when Wedge bumped, I was really not expecting the game to end like this. Really not.
No, I sort of feel that Pierre got off to the best start, then Christian came back, and then he sort of lost again. And I'm not sure whether the points reflected that, but the position on the board certainly did. Cassian lasted a surprising long time. I would have thought he would have died before he get in.
Yeah, he was in a spot where he would take all the shots, and Gideon was actually pretty safe. So it was really a combination of Janos and the Z95 taking shots, and then the extreme Cassian 5 dice lattice. Not lattice, but full paint at least. That did the trick. Well, that was surely a very interesting game.
And it keeps the excitement very much alive. Now we're 1-1.
We're 1-1. We're 1-1. Yeah, I mean, I'm still wondering how we got to that point. In my head, I was like, no, wait, what did you do? Okay. Well, right. So, in any case, thanks a lot for commentating with us.
Yeah.
And let's see if we cannot do some more for the remaining games. I know I won't be able to do Friday, but maybe I can do some others. And if you want to send someone else to commentate, don't hesitate to tell us.
Yeah, for sure.
I will. But so you are planning on streaming all of them?
The maximum, I believe. But yeah.
Yeah. I think we got do we got all the games scheduled?
No, there is the
Yeah.
last one if you'd like. She's still free. It's still free. Sorry.
Yeah, I think the Republic game. The Republic game is Thursday. There's a Thursday 6:30 game with
Yeah,
your First Order and our Republic.
Yeah.
yeah,
True.
yeah. I think it was scheduled like a few moments ago. No, not a few moments, but like tonight.
But tomorrow we have a really exciting sort of AC matchup.
Yeah. So which one is it tomorrow actually? Because that
It's
one I can attend. I think.
Yeah, that's your Imperial Aces versus Ray and 2 A-Wings.
Oh, that will be interesting. That will be interesting for sure.
Yeah.
All right then. So let's keep in touch. If you can commentate again. I know I'll be there.
I probably can.
Okay.
that's
Well.
cool.
Okay. Have a
All
good
right.
evening.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you.
for being there. Bye bye. Ok, bah moi du coup j'y vais aussi.
Ça marche.
À bientôt.
Bonne soirée.
Merci pour le stream, c'était top.
De
Bonne
rien.
soirée.
Ciao. Okay, so that was a hell of a game, for sure. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us tonight for our second XTC game. France lost the first one. We got the second one. So there's a beautiful 1-1 so far. So we'll wait for the upcoming matches. Do I still have the schedule? Okay, so there is my personal schedule. If you want to come back to this stream, and then you've got the XTC schedule in general if you want to have all the games in the world. So there you go. Let me thank you again for all your follows, participation, etc. We are back tomorrow at 9 p.m. GMT plus 2. And if so, this will be in Empire versus Resistance, 3 aces versus Ray, ZZ, and Talisan. Thank you for the beats. So yeah, basically, thank you again. Merci pour les beats, encore une fois. And yeah, we're closing it right away. So have a good night. Donc pour tous nos amis français, évidemment, merci beaucoup de vous être montrés nombreux. Jeudi 18h30. Ah oui, pardon, oui, c'est vrai qu'il y a encore le délai. Putain, je suis en train de lire des trucs qui... Oui, jeudi 18h30, effectivement. Donc celui-là, je pense qu'il sera chez nos amis... scandinaves. Histoire de leur laisser un petit bout du gâteau quand même, parce que c'est sympa malgré tout. Voilà. Donc merci à tous d'avoir regardé cette diffusion. Ces diffusions même. Et puis du coup, nous on se retrouve donc demain 21h heure française pour le match suivant, Empire contre Résistance. Avec Corentin qui va nous jouer une triplette d'As contre Méchante Ray et ses deux A-Wing, ses deux comparses A-Wing. Voilà. Je vous souhaite à tous une très bonne soirée et on se dit à plus tard.